Hello, everybody. We've made our way to Vancouver as the World Cup hits BC here on this beautiful Sunday, the first Sunday of the World Cup. 3 full days into the World Cup. Here are 3 stories that we're working on that you need to know. Canada are here, but they close their training session on Sunday from the media as they continue to try and block out the noise and focus on their Thursday opponent, Qatar, who obviously played in Santa Clara against Switzerland on Saturday. Jesse Marsch has arrived back here in Vancouver after visiting that game himself. And there's a lot of talk from coast to coast about what that result means in Qatar's shock equalizer 1-1. Now, let me tell you this. It's just the 3rd time in FIFA Men's World Cup history that a group has started with 2 games at 1-1. The previous 2 groups, the big group in 1990 between the Dutch, the Irish, the English, and the Egyptians, it shows that draws breed draws. There's a lot more draws after that as well. And the only second time was that group in 2010 when New Zealand and Slovakia, Paraguay, and Italy had more draws as well. So 2 examples with 1-1s after it was all over, 5 draws in one, 4 draws in another. So we'll see what it means for Canada and if it's a good thing going forward. They'll obviously train tomorrow and we'll catch up with some of those players. The second thing was a great night here in Vancouver on Saturday as the World Cup kicked off here in BC. A fantastic sea of gold and red between Türkiye and obviously Australia. A magnificent performance as well by the Aussies. I thought it was a great night to show that the togetherness, the toughness, and the ability to know how to win trumped possession and naivety from Türkiye. So a fantastic win for the Aussies and another 3 points for them in the US group. It was also a magnificent night in the city. You could see the festival here, the Fan Fest. There was a lot of red, there was a lot of gold across the city. And as one Australian said to me as he walked out, he said, "I will remember this night for the rest of my life." That's the impact that World Cups can have, and it was great to see a full BC place, 55,000 people here to watch it in Vancouver Stadium as well. The third point we're working on is hydration breaks. Keep an eye on this. The game as we know it is changing in front of our eyes. We saw it again last night. There's a lot of momentum going forward with the red team Türkiye, and then suddenly the Aussies had a hydration break and scored just 1 minute and 6 seconds after that. Game management and how these coaches are approaching these games has never been more crucial. The same in the second half. All the momentum was going towards Türkiye, and then Australia, hydration break, double substitutes a couple of minutes later, and then they scored the second goal. We saw it with Scotland as well with John McGinn when he got the goal for Scotland against Haiti right after the hydration break. And we saw it for Canada in Toronto when obviously they conceded that first goal. Jesse Marsch had the hydration break and was able to wrestle the momentum back. So I think as we watch the games going forward in this World Cup, that is something to keep an eye on. Almost 4 quarters now in this North American sport. We'll be back on Monday to hear from some key players in the Canada camp as they work towards their game against Qatar here in Vancouver on Thursday.